Hi, everybody. How is everyone feeling? So, today I was meditating with my higher self and asking, how do you want me to serve today? And there was a few things that came through really, really strongly. And I was going to write up a post about it, but I actually heard, no, speak out loud. Do this on Facebook Live. So, here we are. So, today I wanted to speak about authenticity and power. And we are very, very much going through a power upgrade as well as an authentic power upgrade in a microcosm level as well as a macrocosm level. So, what I mean by that is we're going through a power upgrade within our own beings, within our own experience, and we're also seeing that reflected out in the collective. This is why things kind of look really crazy out there right now, is because we are going through huge activation. We are going through a huge illumination on a collective scale as well as within ourselves, which is why things are the way that they are right now. So let's in the spiritual community and the online community, we throw all of these terms around, but do we actually really get into what they mean? Do we actually really break down what these words mean? And so let's talk about power. Power, when you think about it, is our ability to do something. It's our ability to create something. It's our ability to be in service, to set boundaries, to heal. It's our ability to be in stillness as well. I think there's so much power in just giving yourself full permission to just be still with what is and not be caught up in the hustle and the bustle and like the rat race that this collective that we're in is kind of designed to keep us in. Right. And so I feel very much as my own truth, and you can take this as you can take what resonates and just leave the rest. That we are our most powerful when we are in the union of the divine masculine and divine feminine within us, because the divine masculine is the protection, the grounding, the providing, the holding, the aligned action. The divine masculine is not speeding through life and just taking all of this sloppy action, just hoping that something sticks. The divine masculine takes inspired action, and that's with him working with the feminine within us. So the feminine is our softness, it's our creation, it's life, it's our ability to birth life. It's that magnetic energy. And so when we fuse the two of those together in harmony in our beings, like that is where we are our most powerful, because we have both energies, the moving forward and the drawing in, the creation and the stillness all in one. It's all of it just held together. And so this is what I believe to be our most powerful place, which is why I work so deeply with the masculine and the feminine, because that's how I understand the way that I operate, the way that the world operates, the way that humans operate, the way that we operate with our lover, with our partner. Yeah, so power is also, and this is what came through for me today in meditation, it's also how much energy can move through a container, through a vessel. So when you think about a power line has electrical currents moving through it. But a power line is not very powerful if the amount of electricity that is running through it is very low, right? So when you think about it in a scale of ourselves and reflection of our body is a vessel. Our body is a vessel that has light moving through us, that has energy moving through us, and that is power. Power is energy. So with the energy rising on the planet, which we all know, it's no secret, the frequency of the planet is very much increasing. We're moving into a time where just all this new consciousness is coming in. People's awarenesses are super heightened. We're thinking beyond the physical and definitely like really seeing life through the ocean of energy that it is. This big, oceanic field of energy, of vibration, of frequencies. And more people are really becoming aware of that through, the scientific aspects of quantum physics and just all of that. It's incredible. So we are going through a power upgrade because there's more light coming through. There's more energy wanting to channel through our bodies. And so we are being called into new levels of our power so that we can hold more of that light, so we can have more of that power, more of that light, more of that energy moving through our bodies. And so what happens is this then illuminates where in our field, where in our lives that we are constricting that flow of energy, where we are contracting and stagnating that flow of energy that naturally wants to move, that naturally wants to expand, because energy naturally does want to grow. It wants to expand. It wants to flow. But if we are out of our power, or like operating in old identities that are saying that we're not safe, that are saying that we're not powerful, that are saying that, we're not worthy, that we're not lovable, that we're not good enough, all those things, we're constricting that energy. We're constricting that flow of energy. So this power upgrade that we're going through is illuminating everything in our being, everything in our field, everything in our life that is not allowing it to flow, that is not allowing it to upgrade. So with this fresh energy that's coming through, this power upgrade, we get to look at these areas of our life with a fresh perspective, with a fresh lens, and ask ourselves, what is not working anymore? Where am I operating from an old way of being? Where am I being called up into a new way of showing up, a new way of creating? Where is my power leading me? What is this showing me? And so what happens is all of this light that is illuminating these areas where we're operating out of our power, where we've given our power away, where we're acting small, where we're pretending that we're unsupported, or we're just completely blocking ourselves. It shines on that area so much that we can't not look at it anymore until it breaks open, until it cracks open, and that new up-leveled version can come through, can begin to blossom. But it's like a pressure cooker, but it has that light is shining it, and we feel so uncomfortable because it's like, no, I don't want to look at it, but we can't not look at it. But the more that we look at it, and we come from a place of love rather than judgment, knowing that we're always evolving as humans, that we can just allow a new way of being to come forth. We can begin to grow into something else in that area. We can allow more light to pour through. We can illuminate. Yeah. And so now, what is authentic power? And authentic power is something that I have been so strongly guided that this is what I'm supposed to be teaching and speaking on this year, is mentoring women in really standing in their authentic power so that they can share their light with the world, so they can share their magic with the world, so they can share their medicine with the world. And authenticity is coming through so strong for so many people that I'm talking to right now, because we do not need another cardboard cutout of everybody else's teachings and regurgitated stuff. And that's the thing about in the online spiritual community, is it's just like we're all kind of talking about the same thing. And so the teachings get diluted and muddy. And so what we need is your authenticity, your authentic power. And so that is when your own unique soul's essence, your own unique soul's blueprint, your own unique soul's song emits your frequency, your soul's frequency out into the world, out into your creations, out into your work, uninfluenced and not imprinted by other people's teachings. It's your own unique stream of consciousness rather than influenced and inspired by what everybody else is doing. And so we can really dilute ourselves and dilute our teachings, dilute our medicine, if we are taking in so much of everybody else's stuff and allowing other people to speak through us. We want to drop into our heart, really get familiar with what our soul's signature is, what our energetic signature is, and allow that to illuminate out, to allow that to emanate out from us, so that when people come into our field, when people read our work, when people watch our videos, when people listen to our podcast, they feel us. They feel our own unique energetic signature, and not just a big mix mash of everybody else's muddly stuff, right? And so this is where we need you to this year, well, going forward, is in your authentic power, creating and crafting a life that you love, We need more people that are doing what they love in service to the healing of the planet, in service to the healing of the collective. And that was another thing that came through, is power is service. Power is service. It's when we step outside of what our ego's wants and desires are, and we just allow ourselves to be a pure channel, a pure conduit for the divine healing energy that wants to pour through us to support whoever it is that we're supporting. We have all of this light coming through us. We might as well share it with others. We might as well shine it on the places in the planet that feel dark, to illuminate them, bringing light to the shadow. So, most of my life I felt super out of my power. I felt like all of the areas of my life I was super constricted and that the energy wasn't flowing. But I also didn't know at that time how much power I actually had within me. And so once I became aware of the power that lies within me, once I became aware of, what my soul's signature is, what my soul's energy is, once I became aware of what my soul's desires were, I started to look at these different areas of my life and like, okay, this doesn't fit anymore. This isn't working anymore. I'm going to shift this. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to bring in some fresh perspective here. I'm going to bring in some fresh energy. And just day by day, month by month, year by year, I just kept growing in each area, amplifying, bringing new energy, bringing in new light, bringing in new power. And I'm now living a life that I very much love. I moved across the world. I'm with an incredible man. I'm here with my dog. Before COVID, we traveled a lot. I've created a soul-aligned business that so deeply supports me and nourishes me. And, if you would have told me this 7 years ago, I'd be like, what? Maybe 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago. And so... And especially like the last few months, like I've very much been unplugging myself from old mentors, from teachings that are coming through, the online field, unplugging myself from all of that so I could really anchor down into what is my true soul signature. What are my true soul's teachings? So that when I speak, I know it's fully me speaking and not an idea that was implanted in there, imprinted in there by somebody else's content. And so I encourage you to do that. If you're finding that you don't know what your voice is, if you don't know what your message is, if you don't know what your teachings are, what your perspective is, unplug from it all so that you can ground into who you are, so that you can ground into your power, so that you can let go of other people's influences, so that you can be authentic in what it is that you hold within you. So on that note, I'm going to leave it here. Drop a comment to let me know what part of this really hit you, what part of this really speaks to you. And of course, if you are seeking support, I have private mentorship options available. I'm also currently offering my shamanic healings, which are huge power activations, for €55. That's 33% off. And I'm probably going to be offering that for another few weeks. I'm not really sure. Spirit hasn't guided me yet as to when I'm supposed to put them back up to the regular price. But just get in contact with me about what I'm currently offering. I have a lot of really great stuff that can support you in where you're at in your journey so that you can show up to your life as the beautiful powerhouse queen, sovereign queen that you are, because you are it and you have so much power in you and you have so much gifts, so much magic, so much medicine in you, and your own soul's experiences, everything that you've gone through in your life helps to craft your medicine that you are here to bring to the world, that you are here to share with the world, to help support others. So I love you. I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic rest of your week, and see you soon.